Hey everyone, it's Val. I have returned after 2 months of no video because I really didn't have any updates. I'm still pre-op and there was nothing really going on aside from following the 6 months of diet and going to a couple of appointments here and there. Aside from that though, nothing really happened until recently, and now I have a lot of updates. So, first things first, it's been a bit dramatic. There was a change with my surgeon. I very carefully and with lots and lots of research selected a doctor that I felt was the best in the biz, and who's very highly acclaimed. Unfortunately, he is no longer in network with my insurance. Who knows what happened? I assume because I have family, very, very close family in the medical field and a lot of family in the medical field, that it's a contract disagreement. But a number of things could have happened, and to no fault of Dr. Gagne. If anybody has used him or known him, certainly it does not speak to him as a surgeon. But I am disappointed because, like I said, I very carefully researched and hand selected him as my surgeon, and to just be like thrown, I know it's not this way, but it feels like I was kind of thrown to the wayside, like, well, sorry, peace out, like, I'm out of here. Which I get. Like, at some point, surgeons have to consider their careers and their livelihood. But as a patient, it does sort of feel like, oh, I have been jaded. So whatever. So my new doctor is Dr. Brendan Marr with the Allegheny Health Network Bariatric Metabolic Institute. Like I said, he's just one of Dr. Gagne's colleagues who was already there. And I'm still having an RNY. Still, nothing was delayed, thank goodness, because I am still going to the same place. The 6 months of diet was, I guess, if you want to say transferable, but I didn't have to restart anything. So, wahoo! That was really big for me. The other thing that was really big for me was that I definitely wanted to have this surgery by the end of the year, just so that my insurance premium didn't reset. With going to all the appointments and having all the tests and blood work and all the co-pays and whatnot, you kind of want that to count on your surgery so it doesn't, build up more cost. Luckily, I have a surgery date. It didn't come without a little bit of drama, though. So when I had my last appointment with the previous doctor, they said, don't worry, we're still going to submit your insurance right away. You should be good to go. And we'll call you with we'll call you to schedule your date. And it had been a couple weeks. They said it could take up to a couple weeks, which was a little bit like, I was like, it's not going to take a couple weeks. I have a local insurance, whatever. So 2 weeks went by and I called them and talked to their insurance representative or whoever, I don't know what her title is, but her name's Maria. Talked to Maria and was like, just wanted to get an update on the status of my approval. It's been a couple weeks and haven't heard anything. Well, she didn't submit my insurance for approval when they said they were going to, because she felt that I needed to meet with the doctor, the new doctor. She felt like they were going to want the new doctor's medical opinion to be able to approve. Which, I guess makes sense when you think about it. However, on last Wednesday, so November 3rd, she called me back and was like, good news, your surgery's been approved. And I was like, I was under the impression that you didn't submit it. But I wasn't rude. I was like, that's great. I thought you didn't submit it. But she was like, you know what? It actually turned out that if you were switching surgeries, like switching to a vertical sleeve gastrectomy or having the banding, that then we would have wanted to resubmit or to wait until you saw your new doctor. But however, since it's just still an RNY and you were fine and it's approved. I was like, great. So since things have been approved, things are moving really fast. Like, my surgery's in 3 weeks. It's on November 28th, which is a Monday, and today is a Monday, and it is 3 weeks from today. It's crazy. So, it's a whirlwind. Like, when you watch bariatric journeys on YouTube, or if you know people who have had bariatric surgery, you know that a lot of people say it's an emotional roller coaster. And it really is. Like, I am not a very dramatic person, so I did not expect it to be very emotional. But it's like, there's a lot happening. And, yeah. It's kind of like, it's funny because whenever we scheduled my date, of course I was excited. I was like, holy shit, it's happening. And then we scheduled, I got off the phone, and I was immediately like terrified. Like, dread is not the right word. Because I'm excited about it and I'm not dreading having the surgery. But like, just kind of like froze up with like, I don't know, anxiety, I guess. I was like, holy shit, this is happening. I am not turning back on my lifestyle. I think that's the biggest part for me, is it's a huge lifestyle change, because even going through this 6 months of very followed diet and lifestyle habit, trying to change everything, I'm still living the same way that I have been the whole 29 years of my existence. So that's kind of like the biggest thing for me that was a little anxiety provoking. But it's fine. It's cool. It's totally cool. I'll be fine. I am very excited. Do not get me wrong. There are certainly times where I'm like, am I making the right decision here? Should I just try to like lose it on my own? And then I remember the last 29 years of my existence battling with diet and exercise, and it's hard for me. I don't know why. I can't do it. So I need a tool to help me stay on track, and I know that this is the answer for me. So, you know, I think everybody has a little bit of self-doubt. I feel like I'm running out of breath. That's another reason I should have the surgery. I'm also in the Walmart parking lot, and I feel like people are judging me. But, I mean, it's Walmart, so I'll be fine. Anyway, back to me. I crack myself up. So, the one thing that I have been really failing at is not food funeraling, not having the Last Supper mentality. I've been really bad at that. So I have not tracked in MyFitnessPal for probably 3 weeks, which is like, what the fuck am I doing not tracking? And I have been eating really poorly. Like, it's the Last Supper food funeral mentality. It really is. And I identify it every single meal that I have that is not appropriate. I'm like, you got to stop doing this. And then a little voice behind that voice is like, yeah, but this will be the last time. Dude, it's not okay. Like, it's a struggle. It's just a fucking struggle. So, I don't know. It's difficult too because some friends and family are like, they have the Last Supper mentality, which is like, oh, before your surgery, let's do this. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like at work, we're doing, we're going to try to do a Friendsgiving. We do one every year, but we're going to try to do one before my surgery. And I was like, I just want to give you guys a heads up that I'll be on clear liquids for I don't know how long before. But they still want to like try to fit it in like within the next week or two. And I feel like, okay, well, and by the way, if I have to do a 2-week clear liquid diet, I'm sort of, okay, shit's happening. Shit's happening in the Walmart parking lot. Crazy. Okay. Anyway, if I have to do a 2-week clear liquid diet, like, I'm shit out of luck after this week because it's coming up. Not this week. Anyway, you know what I mean. It's coming up really fast. So, I don't know. Has anybody else struggled with that Last Supper mentality? Like, how do you get away from that? Like, I don't know. I think my biggest fear is that I'm going to go to my appointment on Thursday and have gained a bunch of weight and then be like, are you sure you can handle this? I know that they're there to help me, and I know that they're probably not going to be assholes about it. But that's how I feel about myself. Like, am I sure I can handle this? And I'll tell you this, I know that I'm going to persevere, and I know that I'm going to go through with it because I have no other option. I've done far too many diets and failed far too many diets that I know myself, and I know that I need that extra push. So that's that. There were a couple of other things that I wanted to talk about. I was going to record this at work, in the work parking lot, but it did not have enough lighting, and it was looking real creepy Blair Witch-like, so I am in the Walmart parking lot because I intend to go into Walmart and purchase some things like those cups that have markings on them so you can track your ounce intake and stuff like that. I was also going to get slippers and PJs, like loose-fitting PJs. I don't really have like PJ sets or anything. I usually just wear like athleisure wear, if you will, like yoga pants and stuff. And felt like something a little looser would be more appropriate for hospital stay. What else did I want to get? Well, I wanted to look at some vitamins. If anybody who has made it this far into the video has any suggestions from when they were pre-op of things that you definitely wanted to have, leave them in the comments, if you will. If not, I'm watching a lot of what's in my bag type of things, and all kinds of videos, so the next couple weeks will be chock full with research and buying things for post-surgery. So this has been way too long, and there's a sketchy fella approaching my car, so I'm gonna head out. I hope that all of you are well, and I will see you.